Sara leaned back in her chair, the afternoon sun casting a warm glow over the cozy café where she and Luke had met for their weekly catch-up. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee filled the air, but the chatter of the patrons was drowned out by the intensity of their conversation. "Most people will never be rich," she said, her voice steady as she stirred her drink. Luke raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "Why's that?" he asked, leaning in closer. "They spend too much time showing off money they don't have," Sara replied, her gaze drifting to a group of young professionals at a nearby table, laughing over their extravagant brunch. "Look at them. Fancy cars, expensive dinners, it's all flash." Luke nodded, his curiosity piqued. "Exactly. But what does that have to do with real wealth?" Sara leaned forward, her expression earnest. "Real wealth is quiet. It doesn't need a spotlight. It's the kind of money that works for you while you sleep, not the kind that demands attention." "Quiet?" Luke repeated, trying to grasp her point. "Yes," she confirmed. "It's about building a foundation, not a facade. Today, I'll share 12 ways to build wealth without the noise." Luke chuckled, a hint of skepticism in his voice. "No flashy schemes, right?" "Right," Sara said with a confident smile. "Simple, proven methods for true financial freedom. Ready? Let's dive in," he replied, a mix of excitement and doubt swirling in his mind. As Sara began to outline her 12 strategies, Luke listened intently. She spoke of budgeting, saving, and investing concepts that felt familiar yet distant in the whirlwind of modern consumerism. The more she shared, the more Luke realized that wealth wasn't about the glitz and glamour. It was about discipline, patience, and a plan. One by one, she detailed her strategies. "Start with a budget," she said, her eyes sparkling with passion. "Know where your money goes. Then, build an emergency fund. That's your safety net. After that, invest in low-cost index funds. They may not be exciting, but they're reliable." Luke was surprised to find himself captivated. He had always thought of wealth in terms of status symbols, but Sara was painting a different picture, one where financial security was built on smart choices rather than showy displays. As they moved through her list, Luke began to connect the dots. Each strategy was a brick in the foundation of true wealth, and he could see how they fit together. But Sara wasn't just handing out advice, she was sharing her own journey. She spoke of her early struggles, the sacrifices she had made, and the quiet victories that had led her to a life of financial independence. "Remember," she said, her tone turning serious, "the goal isn't just to be rich. It's to be free. Free to choose how you spend your time, who you spend it with, and where you want to go in life." Luke felt a shift within himself. The allure of flashy possessions began to fade, replaced by a desire for something deeper: security, freedom, and the ability to live life on his own terms. As their conversation wrapped up, Luke looked at Sara with newfound respect. "You've opened my eyes," he admitted. "I never thought about wealth like this." Sara smiled, her mission fulfilled. "It's never too late to start. Remember, real wealth is quiet. And now, it's your turn to build it." With that, Luke left the cafe inspired, ready to embrace a new path that promised not just riches, but a life well lived.